in many cases, abortions are of teenage women, particularly low income and often Black, who aren't in a position to be able to care for children, have unexpected pregnancies, and it deprives them of the ability often to continue their education, to later participate in the workforce. So there is a spillover into labor force participation, but it means that children will grow up in poverty and do worse themselves.
Thank you. Let me just reclaim my time on the topic.
This is the truth.
I'll just simply say that as a guy raised by a Black woman in abject poverty, I'm thankful to be here as United States Senator.
Her words sting every time. Janet Yellen words sound awfully familiar. Margaret Sanger, the architect of Planned Parenthood, had a complicated relationship with eugenics and the minority community, just to put it nicely. She authored an infamous essay called A Better Race Through Birth Control, where she puts her belief of coaling down the unfit. She wrote, quote, "It is reasonable to assume that women of subnormal mentality, however lacking they may be in vision and altruism, would prefer to avoid the pain and responsibilities of procreation. If the satisfaction of sex could be divorced from reproduction, given birth control, the unfit would voluntarily eliminate their kind." See, I thought the Democrats were done with Margaret Sanger. But if that's the case, why is Janet Yellen parroting her manifesto in front of Congress? Of course, we all knew it was just a front. Just because they removed her name from a building doesn't mean they're divorced from her guiding principles. If you don't believe me, just look at the location of the Planned Parenthood facilities. A 2017 report by the Life Issues Institute found that 88% of Planned Parenthood mega centers target women of color, with 80% specifically targeting Black communities and 56% targeting Hispanic and Latino neighborhoods. Those are just the numbers. You see, the secretary has a PhD from Harvard, so she's not a dummy. She was very clear here. She's talking about teenage Black women. She says they can't continue their education if they choose life. They can't participate in the workforce if they choose life. They aren't in a position to care for their children, so don't choose life, or else those children will grow up poor and be worse themselves. Sanger had a definition for this. She called those moms unfit. Her factors for determining if someone was unfit came down to race, physical and social economic qualifications, and their mental fitness.
In many cases, abortions are of teenage women, particularly low income and often Black, who aren't in a position to be able to care for children.
So tell me how Yellen's comments don't fit the exact definition of what Sanger said. The secretary, although crafty with her words, meant that babies with those moms are better off dead. And since me and my mama fit that description, I guess my mom was unfit and I was better off dead. Thank God my mom didn't listen to these people when she got pregnant with me at age 16. My daddy stepped up to the plate, and yes, we did struggle. There were good days and bad years. I remember one week my parents couldn't afford the gas bill, so the water was cold. I was so embarrassed because my parents had already said the basketball team could stay over after our Friday night game. I tried to make every excuse in the world to prevent them from coming, but I was finally forced to tell them the truth. And they still came. You could say I was quite the precocious child, or as my dad would say, such a smart ass. I always wanted to debate, and I needed to look good doing it. I had to be in a suit. When we couldn't afford it, we would go to the thrift store. Sometimes the suit would be a little big, but my mom taught me how to sew. In short, we just made it work. Today, I'm the youngest person and Black person to have a cable news show. I'm only here today because of my parents. Now, society wants to remove struggle, but I'm only here today because of our struggle. The notion that I was better off dead is just simply absurd. And I guess that's the point. We made it. And so did thousands of others with similar stories. And so would the millions of other Black babies, unfortunately, that weren't given that choice. You see, it's time for our leaders to make a choice, because life shouldn't be a matter of political convenience. Either you're for life from the womb to the tomb, or you're not at all.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.